Yo, what's going on, guys? James Golden Goblin 290 here for another video. Now today, this is kind of like a weird vlog update and kind of a life hack, if that makes sense. So, judging by the title of this video, you should already know what this is about. Now, you may be also confused how I fixed my phone. You probably are really wondering what that could possibly mean. But it is exactly what it says, how I fixed my phone. So, if you haven't watched all of my gaming videos, because I don't know which ones I mentioned this in, but I mentioned in a few of them that I had to use a stopwatch on my computer because my phone was acting up and it wouldn't let me turn it on. Well, it would let me turn it on, but the screen wouldn't actually respond, if that makes sense. So, I didn't really explain it in those videos, but that's pretty much all I said. And it explains itself, but it doesn't explain it in a good way. So what I'm doing today is I'm going to explain exactly what happened and exactly how I managed to fix my phone as well, because I managed to fix it somehow. I don't know. And if you want some proof, see, I fixed it. And otherwise, from the crack on the screen here, it is pretty much perfect, kind of like how I first got it, except there's obviously the apps that I've got and the few differences that I made. So it's actually fine. Oh. So yes, my phone, the screen wouldn't respond before. Now, if you're wondering what I mean by wouldn't respond, but it would turn on, this is what I meant. I could power it on and all that, and it would vibrate. It would vibrate. It would vibrate when notifications came, because I never normally have the actual sound. I just have it on vibrate. So if I'm in a lesson and I forget to turn my notifications off, it doesn't just disrupt the entire class and I end up with my phone taken off me. So it just vibrates, and only I feel it, and it kind of makes a small obviously because it vibrates and all that. So anyone around me might hear it and be like, what was that? And I can just deny that it was me. Well, not me, but my phone. And teachers, they won't hear it unless I'm standing right next to them, which, I hardly ever do stand right next to a teacher. So that's pretty much why it's only on vibrate. And after I kind of noticed that was happening, and it was kind of not really responding, because what used to happen and what still happens now is sometimes when I tell it to turn on, like I press the home button or I press the power button, and even if it's not out of charge, it just kind of won't respond. So I have to take the back off, pull out the battery, wait a few seconds, put it back in, put the back on, try and power it on, and then if the logos come up and all that, then it's good. If it doesn't, then just keep going until it works. Trial and error. Now, that I used to do that, and then one day it just kind of wouldn't turn on again, and I just thought that, okay, maybe it's just really annoying and it's just kind of hating me or something for today. I'll try again tomorrow, because at this point I tried it maybe like 30 times, and it didn't work the next day, or the day after, or the day after, or the day after, or the day after that, or the day after that, or the day after that, so on. So the first, or when I noticed it was on Friday, and if you've watched some of my videos, maybe coming out just after Friday, I actually mentioned in some of those that I was off on the Friday. I was off school, and I was off on the Monday as well because of snow. It snowed in Wales for once, and I was off Friday and I was off for Monday, and because of that, it was obviously really cold. And what I started to think was that the cold kind of did something to my phone, even though it had already been acting up before and it was in my pocket. My blazer pocket, because we have to wear blazers to my school. Blazers to my school. And it's got like an inside... Just hit the mic. It's got like an inside pocket. It's got two inside pockets, and I keep my phone in one of them and my schedule in the other, and all that, all that annoying school stuff. So it was in my pocket, so I didn't really understand how it could have, done anything. The cold couldn't really have done anything, and it's not like it's cold. It's not, well, it's not waterproof, but it's water resistant. So obviously it's going to be cold proof. Like, it can be warm proof, so it can be cold proof. Does that make sense? I don't think it did. But anyway, I was really confused about it, and eventually I went to looking online, and I can't remember exactly what I searched up, but I searched up my phone turns on but the screen stays black, what's going on with it, or something. And I looked at one of the results, and Well, I did every tip. There was about 7 of them. There was some of them saying take out the battery, and I'd already done that. There was some saying hold the power key and the home key at the exact same time. That did nothing. I found out today though that it just took loads of screenshots because it was on. So all it did was vibrate because of the screenshot, but that was it. Some others said to try and reboot it, boot it in safe mode and all that, but I can't tell because the screen's black, so I can't tell if it's in safe mode or not, and it's not like the screen's just going to miraculously appear. And I looked down at the comments, and I was just reading those through interest, and one of them said that it could, that none of them worked for him, but what actually did work is he took off the back and he waited a bit, and then he decided that he'd try it without the back on, and he pressed on the home key and all that. He took the battery out, he put it back in, and then he pressed the home key, and it actually worked for him because all he thinks is there is heat or something. Like when it gets too cold, it actually can't turn on, but when it gets too hot, not when it gets too hot, but when it's warm, it can turn on, but when it's really cold, it can't. And I tested that out for myself, and it worked. It actually worked. And I am not, like, joking or exaggerating, like, it vibrated or something, or it vibrated and the screen flickered. It legitimately worked. It actually turned on, and for the first time in about a week, which is quite a long time for me without my phone, I saw light on my screen. And it was a fabulous moment. Like, the first time I saw it, the first thing I thought was, oh, that's pretty good. Wait, because then it registered in my brain. So, that's how I fix my phone. So, if you want to know what phone type I have, it's the Samsung Galaxy S5. So, if your phone's doing the exact same thing, try what I did. Just try removing the back cover, removing the battery, and then putting it back in so it turns off. And then hold the power key. And I don't even know exactly how long I held it for, but a minute should be enough. I think I held it for about 20 to 30 seconds. So, try between 20 and 30. But all that happened was it vibrated and then it turned on. It, for some reason, took a lot longer than it normally does with the case on, but obviously maybe the battery was like coming out, coming back in, going out, going back in, like that, because the case was off, so, I was moving my hand so it could have kind of slide out, slide in, but who knows. Anyway, it's really weird, but I kind of wanted to tell you this story because it's weird, but it's cool, and it's kind of funny, because I thought of that myself not long after, and I thought, no, can't possibly work. Can't possibly be heat. Come on. I mean, the phone doesn't feel hot, and it's like cold can do anything. Oh, I was wrong. So anyway, guys, if you like this video, and subscribe if you're new around here, but please stay active because there's no point in being an inactive subscriber. But that's it from me, so peace out.